I like your idea of fourth frontier. Others think that next frontier is body-mind tech merge. IOB. What's IOB stand for, Zach? Okay. And then there's a link to something.
Internet of Brains.
Maybe. There's a URL, siliconicarus.org, transhumanism, thoughts. Yeah, we've been hearing more and more of this. I think Joe Rogan brought it up.
Yep.
I think Brian King brought it up. A number of people feel like this is where we're going. They don't want us to be going there, but it's inevitable.
Well, okay. First off, we got to relax.
Do we?
Yeah.
Really?
A little.
This doesn't sound like you.
We got to relax, get our head in the game, and then leave nothing on the table. Leave it all on the field. I don't know. No, we don't need to relax, but we need to relax about the idea of the tech merge because it's too late. It's already happened.
Okay. So,
okay.
Yeah.
The thing is, you have already merged, but because the interface isn't wires, for example, it is somewhat invisible to us. Now that said,
but I mean, I found myself doing this today, just like out in nature, and just like I'm just gonna look at this one.
Right. Oh yeah, they got you.
Terrible. Awful. Yeah, it's completely awful.
Absolutely crazy. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I think the point is, look, it's happened. We can see that the consequences are not entirely horrible, but a lot of them are really catastrophic. That it's disrupting
and some
all sorts of normalcy.
Will be irreversible.
Right. Well, hence what we do argue in the book, which is that you ought...
Put your phone down. Really, put it down.
Well, put your phone down, but, look, if you're going to make a transition about which you know very little about the consequences, then you better be prepared to unmake that transition. And the way we adopted the smartphone, what seems like forever ago, but wasn't. I mean, it really wasn't.
It really wasn't.
It really wasn't.
Yeah.
The point is, you completely changed how the species works.
Yeah.
And not all to the good. In fact, it may be that the species is incapable now of navigating because we are so easily divided from each other over things that should absolutely be galvanizing us, right? So if that's true, if a technology can sweep to fixation, it's not quite fixation. Glenn Beck does not have a phone, but everybody else does.
Well, no, everybody else, almost everybody else with the means, which means, some people in the non-weird world have it, but many people don't. And some number of people in the weird world just don't have the means for it either.
Well, I'm being glib, of course, but my sense is that yes, there are people who don't have a smartphone in the US. Very few is my impression.
Yep.
Right. I'm not saying it's universal in the homeless population, but
exactly what
somehow,
I was gonna say.
I don't know how, maybe they're burner phones or, they're prepaid or whatever, but
is that a thing in smartphone land? I don't know, but yes, you and I have.
Yes, it is.
So Zach says, yes, burner prepaid smartphones, but yes, even among the homeless, who have almost nothing, there are people with smartphones.
Right. So anyway, and, also, as you and I have encountered, lots of people have them. In fact, there are lots of places in the world where the landline network never got up and running. And so cell phones...
But, and then, so this is a little different, though. And we haven't been back, for instance, to Madagascar since the late 90s.
Yeah.
By the mid 90s in Madagascar, we didn't have cell phones until 2003, 4, something like that. Cell phones, even we didn't. Mm-hmm. We personally didn't. Almost all of our colleagues did, but we were like, nah, not sure. Basically, at the point that I was late stage pregnancy with Zach, it's like, okay, we gotta get phones. But mid late 90s, when increasingly people were getting cell phones, but by no means was it universal in the US, say. In Madagascar, many people had cell phones, but smartphones didn't exist, and they were cheap flip phones. And I have no idea, not having been back to Madagascar since '99, what the distribution of flip phones versus smartphones looks like. What we were seeing was, because it is such an impoverished country with so little ability to put in infrastructure, landlines just never went in. So there are a couple places, I imagine Tana has some landlines and such, and some of the bigger cities, but throughout most of the country, there's no capacity.
Well,
for
the cell phone
landlines.
was just superior because you could actually call from places and reach people and other things that you might want to do.
Oh my God.
With a phone.
Trying to make a landline call to our parents at some point in like 93 or something. And I don't know, it took 3 hours and we still were able to be like, we're alive. Bye.
Right. We still don't know whether they thought that was a good or a bad thing.
The parents on the other end?
The parents, they probably thought it was a good thing.
That we were alive?
Yeah.
Probably.
I don't remember the nature of the question, but I know that. Yeah, the Borg and whether or not
transhumanism. Yeah.
Resistance.
Did you figure out what IOB means?
It may mean it's on bitch, but I don't know.
So it's on what? It's on pitch.
No, it's going to be Internet of something.
I don't think so.
Brains.
I think it would have been a little O then.
It would have been a little O.
It's
Wasn't
not
a little
here.
O?
No.
But that's all the Urban Dictionary gave me, really.
Okay. It's on, bitch.
It's on, bitch.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
So we do these things. It's increasingly catastrophic. We need to stop doing these things. And not doing these things means reversibility.
Yeah, reversibility.